Hi, I'm Cindy Hendrickson, Becker County Master Gardener, and we're at the Becker County Fair.
And this is our Ramblin' Rose program, and I'm Renee Zock, and we're going to talk about our container gardens today. We can start right here. Container gardening is great for if you are limited on space, if you just want a few plants in a certain area. Here we have cucumbers and beans in this pot, which are very compatible.
A wonderful magic act and juggling act. Underneath the big tent starting at 2:30.
And here we have tomatoes, peppers, basil, onions. As you can see, you can make any combination and it'll look good and taste good.
This was a new project for the Master Gardeners. We've never done this before, so we're all experimenting. The lady that did these, she tried to do them in just some different kinds of pots.
Natural Resource Building. Pick a minnow and see how fast you can swim.
One thing that's very important is if you have a container, make sure you have very good drainage. Poke holes in the bottom. Like I'm assuming this one pot has holes in the bottom. And if your pot is really large, you can also put plastic bottles that have their covers on them, squish them up and put them in the bottom of your pot, and then put your soil on top. And you have to make sure you have some kind of fertilizer. I myself like time-released fertilizer, and then give them a shot of Miracle-Gro throughout the summer. One thing about having too small a pot, you have to water it a lot and many things die. Some of the ladies and the guys put in different kinds of plants earlier. They had some lettuce, and then they harvested it, and then they planted new things. That's the one kind of cool thing about container gardening. You can just add all the way through the season if you would like.
Here we have a succulent garden, which is always nice to have. It doesn't require a lot of water, so if it gets a little dry, you're not going to have to worry about your plants dying. And again, more vegetables, beans, basil, tomatoes. And back here we have peas and cucumbers and dill. You have your dill pickles in a pot. You can harvest your cucumbers, and you have your dill right there too.
Going back to the sedum, they've just used a wooden table and then added rock. This doesn't really even need soil, but just something so different.
Here's your Cindy.
This is my pot, and I didn't trim it. So I'm going to show you I have dahlias, and I started those with the bulb. This is calla lilies, and they're not blooming right now, but that's with the bulb. And then I have kale, which is a vegetable, and I like it because the kale, this works all the way into the fall season, but make sure you deadhead your plants. There's a bee, he's like in my dahlia. And so you gotta go in and you gotta trim them back. Sometimes you think you're hurting them, but you're not. If you have petunias, you can really cut them back, but kind of tidy them up. They got rained on last night, so they got a little bit, but I would just cut this off, and then it will grow better. So that is all basically flowers.
Okay, and here again we have the cucumbers, and we have some beets and leaf lettuce. And once you're through harvesting your leaf lettuce, you can put in radishes or any other plant that is compatible. And
this is also different because it's celery. I don't think we think of growing celery
not normally
in Minnesota, which is great. Here, we cut a piece off and you can munch. Thank you for joining Ramblin' Rose.